Greetings to our lecturer. Our group will be discussing about integrity issues and challenges. The weaknesses of governance leads to high corruption cases. Our group consists of 8 members. That is me, myself, Vanessa Nawai, Iril Nadra, Nur Emilia Hayani, Muhammad Shakib, Badrul Alif, Nur Izati, Nurul Anis Adira, and Nurul Farhana.
Firstly, integrity and corruption cannot be separated, especially in the governance context where it has created a stigma and issues amongst civil servants. The conceptual meaning integrity is a moral practice that ought to be when it involves people that working in the government sector and people that represent the public voice. However, it does not work that way. People that have high position and power tend to abuse it and breach their own duty of care, since they can control the management of their organization to follow their command and instruction. According to United Nations Office on Drugs and Crimes, there are several types and ways of corruption can happen. The corruption that commonly happen in public sector is including bribery, embezzlement, illicit enrichment, trading in influence, and abuse of functions like favoritism and nepotism. Now we're moving on to the issue. One of the issues is the weaknesses of governance. When the civil servants do not represent and work properly, and we have ought to be by practicing the values and morals that have been expected from the government sector, then the other sector will not respect and not obey what the government initiate rules and order. It is because civil servants should be the first party to implement what have been subjected to them before employees from other sectors will tend to follow the same things. For example, the first issue that can be related is about the assistant engineer asked for a bribe of 80,000 ringgit to be remanded. An assistant engineer of a government department was remanded for 4 days, starting today to assist the investigation of a case soliciting bribes amounting to about 80,000 ringgit. The suspect believed to have solicited bribes to help get repair work for school in the district of Selangor. And the other issues that can be found regarding with the integrity issues is about the Malaysia Anti-Corruption Commission (MACC) detains the senior officials and the government retiree. They were arrested because they were believed to have solicited and accepted bribes amounting to 700,000 ringgit. They both were involved in bribe to cover up the fraud documentation of tax declaration each month to the Sabah's Ministry of Finance. From those two issues, it can be said that this is the reflective of what the current situation of integrity issues that has been happened in our public sector.
There are 2 actors involved. The first one is the Malaysia Anti-Corruption Commission. MACC is Malaysia's most important and strong institutional tools for combating corruption. On January 1st, 2009, the MACC Act 2009 took effect, replacing the Anti-Corruption Agency (ACA) Act 1997. The MACC will be established as an independent, transparent, and professional organization to oversee the country's anti-corruption activities. This MACC has the authorities to investigate, question, arrest, and convict criminals. It also has the authority to examine papers and interview witnesses, to freeze assets and seize passports, to monitor income and asset, and to suggest administrative and legal reform. Next, the Public Complaint Bureau (PCB) was established in 1971 to handle citizen complaints against the civil service. PCB has been founded and is handled by public servants under the Department of the Prime Minister. PCB is responsible for receiving and investigating complaints regarding discontent with government administration. Moreover, it also regarded as the main point for the public to lodge complaints and seek remedies for alleged administrative failures and abuse in engaging with the public bureaucracy. The first implication of corruption is it could be culture in society, which means it will be cultured to do corruption in their life, like they can get anything they want if they give money, some money or any reward if the party help them. So it will give bad influence to the young generation and it will affect the ethics of that society, because this corruption is related with the integrity and responsibility towards the task and the duty given. Next, the second implication of corruption is it will show that the rules and regulation have weaknesses. They must ensure there is no bias happen when to take action, because the issue of corruption always relate with people that have power and money, and the possibilities to manipulate the situation is easy since they have power to do that. And lastly, the last implication of corruption is it will doubt the transparency, which means it will make others to doubt with the capability and integrity of the organization in order to manage their management. It also will make others to have bad sentimental and do not have integrity in order to manage and to be trustable.